Welcome to Learning Math Skills with Kashif. So today we are doing a second lecture of the topic of the unit. In first lecture we will do a ratio, and now in the second topic we will doing about the question about rate. Now first of all, what is the difference between ratio and rate? Ratio is basically the comparison between two quantities of same kind. Rate is a proportion or ratio between two, that is a comparison of two different quantities, right? For you can understand by a simple example that if I go to a shop to buy some eggs and I buy 6 eggs for rupees 72, and my brother go to another shop and he buys 12 eggs for rupees 108. So what one egg cost to me and one egg cost to my brother? How can you find? Simply you will divide the total price with the total number of eggs. Like 72 divided by 6, it means the egg cost me rupees 12 one egg, and my brother bought 12 eggs for rupees 102 and 108. So if we divide 108 on 12, so the egg cost to him, that is 9 rupees. So that is called a rate. So rate is a we need such questions or such calculations in our everyday life, and we are going to compare with the prices of the different things after buying. So let's start our exercise 9b. I write some questions. That question number one question is a little bit detailed, but I write in short words that some people, a man who types 1800 words in 1 hour. So how many words he type in 1 minute? So how many minutes in 1 hour? How many minutes in 1 hour? As you know, that is 60 minutes. So it means we have to calculate how many words he type in 1 minute. So what are the total words? That is 1800. So words typed per minute, words typed per minute. So what we do, simply 1800 divided by 60, this will cancel and you got the answer, that is 30 words per minute. That is the rate of his typing speed. So in the next question, electricity bill that charged $120.99 is charged of 654 units he consumed. So what is the price of 1 unit? So simply what you have to do, simply total price divided by the total units consumed, means you will divide, you can write here price for the 1 unit 120.9 divided by 654. It's a little bit lengthy calculation, but you can divide it as you are in class 7 now, so you are able to divide this. You can divide it by yourself. Simply you will, after division, you will get your answers. So in the C part, there are rent for a flat, 3 months rent is rupees $4,800. It's not rupees. So what will be the rent of flat for 1 month? So what is the total length for 3 months? That is $4,800, and for 3 months that is 4,800. For 1 month, what we will do, simply we will divide. So you can write here rent per month, or you can say rent for the 1 month. Both words are right. So simply what you did, 4,800 divided by 3, your answer is again I write rupees. That's dollar, not the rupees, and dollar has a great value, $1,600. That is your answer. So I hope you understand. Now move to the further questions. Now I write question number 2 and question number 3 from your exercise. Question is lengthy, so I write only the small notes. So I read question from the book, as you have your book with you. So when you are going to watch this lecture, please take your book with yourselves. So if in question number 2, Ethan blow 15 balloons in 20 minutes, and John will blow 18 balloons in 25 minutes, and Vishal can blow 16 balloons in 25 minutes. Assuming that all balloons of the same size, who can blow balloons faster rate? Means the sum of number of balloons are given to you and number of minutes given to you. First we have to find what is Ethan's rate per minute, John Bui's per minute rate, and Vishal's per minute rate. So then we will see who will the fastest blowing rate. So if you look at the question statement, 15 balloons in 20 minutes means we have to divide 15 minutes divided by 20 means Ethan blows 50 balloons in 20 minutes. So after division we will get our answer, and that's his rate per minute. Similarly, John Boy blow 18 balloons in 25 minutes. 18 balloons in 25 minutes. And Vishal blow 16 balloons in 21 minutes. So now first we have to divide this one and get the rate per minute. Then we will see which has the who blow the fastest rate of the balloons. So 15 divided by 20 means it comes in the decimal form. You can divide 15 divided by 20, make a point, decimal, and 0, 20, 7s are 140, 10, make one more 0, 25s are 100. So you will get 0.75. That's the rate of Ethan's rate, that is 0.75 per minute, balloons per minute. Simply now we will find John Boy's rate, that 18 divided by 25. So I will divide here 18 divided by 25. Again we need zeros. 25 7s are 175, 5 25 2s are 50. So we get 0.72. So now at the end we will find the rate per minute for Vishal. 16 divided by 21. Here I can divide 16 divided by 21. Again we need zeros. So 21 7s are 147 minus 5 4s are 1. Now 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So approximately we get 0.76. So which one has the greatest value? Either 0.75, 0.72 or 0.76. So it means Vishal has the maximum rate. So who below fastest rate? That is Vishal. That is your answer. So in this way you can solve your other questions from your workbook also. So come to the next question. There is a label. I read the question. I write the some important points are there. So question is there. For each ornament a worker makes paid for $1.5 for making one ornament. Okay? He makes 4 for 15 minutes. Means he made 4 ornaments in 15 minutes. Find the total amount he paid if he works 3 hours. Now, what is his rate? His rate is 4 ornaments for 15 minutes. 4 ornaments for 15 minutes. So we have to find for the 3 hours. So first we will convert this 15 into hours. Means how many ornaments he made in 1 hour. So 15 minutes, if we convert into hours, how many 15 minutes in 1 hour? That is 4. 15 4s are 60 minutes. So it means in 1 hour, he can make 4 4s are 16 ornaments in 1 hour. So in 3 hours, how many ornaments he make? That is 16 multiplied by 3 is equal to 48. Means in 3 hours total he can make 48 ornaments. And what he paid for the one ornament? That is $1.15. So total he paid. What will we do? In this question only, here is the point of understanding. You have to understand 4 ornaments for the 15 minutes. So it means how many ornaments he make 1 hour? That is 4 4s are 16. So in 3 hours he can make 48. Rest of the question is very easy. Simply you have to multiply. He paid for one ornament, that is 1.15 multiplied by 48. So you can multiply and take your answer. So I will multiply 1.15 multiply by 48, 8 5s are 40, 12, 8 1s are 9. No need to place the decimal here. 2 5s are 10, 6 and so 0, 2, 5, 5. So total he paid $55.20. So now we will move to the next question. Okay, now come to the question number 4. I write some main points of the question. So I read question first. Mitchell has to pay 39 for 65 minutes of outgoing call made. So he paid for $39 for 65 minutes outgoing calls. So we have to find what is the cost for each minute. So what we have to do, simply we will divide $39 divided by 650 minutes. So we will get the cost of per minute or each minute, right? So simply you can write here cost per minute, you can write. Yeah, cost for 1 minute you can write, it's up to you. So what is total minutes? That is you have to pay, that is $39, and you paid for the 650 minutes. So it's again a division, long division by 650. We need decimal, we need one more zero, so with which we will multiply 5 6, we will multiply with 6 6 0 0, 6 5s are 30, and it is, so it's an easy calculation. So your answer is $0.06 per minute. That is the cost for the 1 minute call he paid. So now in the second part of the question we have to find how much he paid for the 460 minutes. Okay, now we have the cost for each minute, that is 0.6. So we can easily find cost of the 460 minutes. So he paid for, you can write here, he paid for 460 minutes. What you have to do, simply you will multiply 460 multiplied by 0.06. Again it's a multiplication process. You are in class 7, so you can do it easily. 460 multiplied by 0.06, 600, 66 are 36, 3 and 27, 1 2. So you have to pay $27.60. So that is the last question of today's lecture. So I hope you understand these are 4 questions we did from the exercise 9b. Rest of questions and the practice at your home. Do practice some questions from workbook as well. As much as you practice these questions, and that much you will be get good grades in maths. I always believe that the practice make a man perfect. So maths is a practice subject. So if you practice at your home, then you will be a good at maths. Without practice you never be think to be a good at mathematics. So that's all for today. At the end, you know what to do. You have to like, share and subscribe my channel with your friends, with your relatives and with your family members as well. So stay tuned till next lecture.